can be very destructive. They can really tear up some ground. And you know, if you do have young ginseng,
if you get a loop into here or you get a sag in your tubing, sap will collect in there.
5 gallons per hour, 20 to 50 taps. It could be more than 50 if you're using a little bit.
Most of us are testing our bricks of maple syrup as it comes off the adapter. It's at 210 degrees.
Generally, it's taller persimmon. It's throughout the southeast. It produces smaller fruits.
What can we do to be a good neighbor to all that inhabits our forest? How can we work together and contribute to the well-being of communities, human and otherwise? And how will we organize and move forward? These are important questions, and we should make the most of our time together.
You will come to recognize, and I hope with some pride, that we are pioneers. We're breaking new ground, and we're making a positive change for the plants, our environment, and the urban industry.
Trees. What's your bandwidth? How much time do you have to do this work?
A lot of data as well, right? Because it's regulated by CITES.
The individual rows here, these have been tilled, just 3 rows.
From 2007 to where we are today, I have more people knocking on doors than I've ever seen.
I've been trying to develop demonstration areas on my own and being able to meet people who are so eager to share their knowledge. There's just so much of a collective energy of encouragement. So it's meant the world to enter into this community.
It's been nice to hear some history about forest farming and seeing how it's progressing and evolving as time goes by.
In this very remote world that we live in now, I see a lot of people going like, oh, I know you from Zoom, or like, oh, we've emailed, and I'm finding myself doing that a lot, and it's so nice to just come together and like have a handshake and have a real in-person conversation, and it's amazing how much interest there is.
I was really excited to make it out to this event this weekend. I was so amazed at all the people from different states, different areas, and we all have the same minds in the forest farming, and it's great to connect with these folks and tell about old stories, and it's really setting the pace for the future of forest farming because it's a family network, and I'm so proud to be here.
It's so fun to be around folks who are interested in not only the farming aspect, and yet always throughout every bit of every conversation, there's the stewardship aspect. And so to have conservation and cultivation married is forest farming in general. And it's just nice to be around so many folks who are bringing that to the same conversation throughout an entire conference. So thanks.
Roots that we lay for our forest farmers now ultimately will determine what things look like for us in the next 100 years. So what are the values that are going to set us on this trajectory? We already know these values, but how are we going to practice them? What are going to be our boundaries around our values? And who are the partners that are going to help us get there?
We're truly beginning forest farmers, and it was so amazing to meet other people that are like-minded and like-passionate about doing conservation and sustainability with their land.
There's so much that we're going to take home with us, and then we're talking upstairs about how excited we are to make this on our calendar for next year and the year after that. So I think we got a lot more out of it than we expected.
A lot more enriching than I would have imagined.
Yeah.
Our work here has spread, and this will continue to spread. The Northeast Forest Farmer Coalition is a strong partner born out of what we've done here. There is work in the Midwest, and there is a proposal in, and we feel really confident about that, to develop a coalition in that region. And we see potential growth further throughout the country. So on top of that, and the work that's happening across the country, With support from the National Agroforestry Center, we assembled an ad hoc advisory committee of people from all corners to come together to develop a roadmap for an American Forest Farming Association, which will support, not supplant, support the work of local and regional initiatives to grow forest farming throughout the country.
This conference has been really great. You know, we do a lot of outreach, so it's been really cool to see some of our success stories, so to speak, of people I've given site visits to and then are then planting and now have some stuff they've taken to market. So it's really awesome and inspiring to see that whole dynamic, you know, the fruit of the labor, so to speak. And also just to interact with other forest farmers, you know, meeting, you know, beginning forest farmers from other states and asking us, you know, okay, what's your advice, you know? So it's just awesome to be able to have a larger footprint than West Virginia, because that's usually what we do. So it's really awesome to have this interactive dynamic here, and just inspiring to see the work that we've done and how it's growing, how it's fruiting, and how it all interconnects, you know, multi-state through the whole Appalachian region.